Welcome to Wrestling with Snipes. Today we'll be reviewing Monday Night Raw for November 25th, 2024. Raw kicks off with the World Heavyweight Champion Gunther. Gunther joins Jackie Redmond in the ring. She says Priest said, "Last week after losing to Cody Rhodes, you are no longer a confident champion. What is your response?" Before Gunther could say anything, out comes the number one contender, Damian Priest. Priest tells Jackie to pass the mic to Gunther and we'll see if he grew a set and he will say something to his face. "I know why you ain't talking. It's 'cause in your life you have never had to deal with a problem like me. At Survivor Series, I'm taking back my World Heavyweight Championship." Gunther looks like he's about to walk away, but then he hits Priest with the mic in the head. Gunther then rains down right hands on Priest. Then Gunther clears off the announce table and he turns around and Priest tosses him into the ring post. Gunther then sets him up for a razor's edge and tosses him through the announce table. Priest raises the World Heavyweight Championship and then tosses it on Gunther. We see Bianca warming up for her main event match against Nia Jax tonight when Naomi comes up and asks her, "How is Jade doing?" Bianca says it's bad and she's gonna be out for quite a while. Io pops up and says, "What are we gonna do?" Bianca says, "We do need a fifth person," and Io says, "What about Kairi Sane?" Naomi then interjects and she said, "Well, my vote is for Bayley." Then the three start arguing over who's gonna be the fifth member, and then Rhea Ripley walks in. Rhea says, "I don't care who the fifth member is as long as they leave Liv Morgan to me." Then out comes the LWO as Dragon Lee and Rey Mysterio take on American Made in a tornado tag team match. Rey hits a springboard moonsault early on. Brutus then throws Rey to the outside. Julius hits a huge superplex off the top. Rey then gets back in the ring and sets up for a 619 but gets clotheslined inside out. We come back from break and we see Julius hit a 450 splash for a 2 count. Then it looks like the Creed brothers are going to hit Lee with a double superplex, but Rey hits a 619 on the Creed brothers' legs. Then Dragon Lee hits a stomp to both guys and Gable pops up out of nowhere. He twists Rey's mask around so he can't see. Then Julius rolls up Rey. 1, 2, 3, American Made pick up the victory. The next match is the Intercontinental Champion Braun Breaker one-on-one with Ludwig Kaiser in a non-title match. Breaker starts off with a shoulder tackle into Kaiser into the corner. Braun then hits a massive clothesline. Braun then drops Kaiser into his knees, gut first. Braun then runs at Kaiser, but Kaiser moves and Braun runs into the side of the table. Then we come back from commercial break and we see a top rope Frankensteiner from Braun. Braun then goes for a spear but eats an enziguri. Kaiser then steps to the outside of the ring and out of nowhere from behind he gets jumped by Sheamus. Sheamus then puts the boots to Kaiser. Then Braun gets involved and all three men are battling as the referees come out to break it up. Then Adam Pearce announces a triple threat match for the Intercontinental title at Survivor Series. The next match is championship match as the champions, Judgment Day's JD McDonough and Finn Balor defend against the War Raiders. Eric starts off the match with a clothesline on Finn. Eric then body slams Ivar onto Balor. Ivar then hits a cannonball onto the outside, taking out both of the tag team champions. Then when we come back from break, JD tries a splash but Ivar moves and both men are down. Then JD tags in Finn and Ivar makes the hot tag to Eric. Eric hits JD with a side slam, then he hits a crossbody followed by a spinning kick on Balor. The Roar Raiders then hit a pop-up power slam but only get a 2 count because Finn Balor breaks it up. Then Dirty Dom and Carlito show up and jump up on the apron but they get knocked down by the Raiders. Then the Raiders hit the War Machine. 1, 2, Dirty Dom grabs JD's foot and puts it on the bottom rope to save the titles. Then Ivar takes both Carlito and Dirty Dom out. Ivar goes to the second rope but Finn pulls him down, choking him neck first into the ropes. JD then rolls him up. 1, 2, 3, the Judgment Day retain the tag team titles. Then they announce next week will be the 10th anniversary of the New Day. The next match is a tag team contest with the New Day against Alpha Academy. Otis starts the match off with hitting Woods with a back elbow. Then he splashes Woods in the corner and he hits the caterpillar elbow drop. Otis then tags in Tozawa, who hits a huge senton. 1, 2, 3. Alpha Academy pick up the dub in a very quick contest. Then we go to the back and we see the New Day yelling at each other. Kofi says, I handed you a shot at the Intercontinental title match a couple weeks ago and you fumbled it. There's a reason why E&I don't let you call the shots. It's because you're too reckless out there. Woods said, I'm the reason you even became WWE champion. Kofi says, last time I checked, you've never had a singles title in WWE. You want to know why you haven't been a world champion like me and E? You're just not good enough. Oh my. Then Woods says, you know what, Kof? We got Kofa-mania going and you pissed it away in 6 seconds to Brock Lesnar. Oh my. Then we see Scarlett in the back looking in the mirror and she sees Nikki Cross standing behind her. It then cuts to break and comes back from break and we see written in lipstick on the mirror, everyone has something to lose. Then out in the ring, Adam Pearce introduces the new Women's Intercontinental Championship. He says a tournament will start next week to crown the first ever champion. Then we go to the back and we see Nia, Tiffy, Liv, Raquel, and Candice in the back. Nia says, I'm going to squash Bianca and we are going to get the advantage in Wargames. Then we go to the ring for the main event of the evening to see who's going to get the advantage in the Wargames match. First out, the WWE Women's Champion Nia Jax, followed by one half of the Women's Tag Team Champions Bianca Belair. Jax throws Belair into the corner and then squashes her. Then Bianca hits a dropkick, knocking Jax to the outside of the ring. Bianca jumps off the apron, but Jax catches her and slams her back first into the ring post. We come back from commercial break and we see Bianca leaps over the top, hitting a crossbody on Jax. Then they roll into the ring and Bianca hits a standing moonsault for a 2 count. They battle back and forth and Nia Jax splashes Belair again in the corner. Nia goes to the outside and clears off the announce table and hits Bianca Belair with a Samoan drop onto the announce table. Nia gets in the ring, gets on the second rope to gloat, but out of nowhere Bayley shows up and trips her, knocking her head first into the exposed turnbuckle. Bianca gets in the ring and then hits a 450 on Jax. 1, 2, 3. Bianca Belair picks up the victory with an assist from Bayley to take the advantage in the Wargames match.